Welcome, everybody, to the Built for War podcast. I am your host, Austin Trotter. It's just me today. No Mike, no Sean, no Josh, nobody else, just me. This is our second installment of the Winter Wednesday, and like every Wednesday, it's also Whiskey Wednesday. What we're drinking today is Single Tracks Wheat Whiskey. They are based out of Cody, Wyoming. My mom went and got me this bottle when she went up there last. She does insurance all the way across Wyoming. So let's give her a shot. Go from there. Very good. It's got a very fiery barrel taste. All right, what are we getting into today? Well, I've had an issue with a few things. It kind of seems like every day is an issue. But every day is really nice. One thing I wanted to talk about today was, why do people feel the need to complain about shit that they can fucking change in their entire life? I've never quite understood it because, ever since I got into this side of my life, I've been on the upper level of changing anything that I don't like or something that isn't going on in my life that I appreciate. If I have an issue with how my job's going, I'll change it. If I have an issue with how my relationship's going, I'll change it. If I have an issue with how my living situation's going, I'll change it. You're your own person. You make your own rules. If you decide that your life isn't going how you want it to go, you have the ability to change that. Nobody else is going to be able to do that for you. So for you to sit there and complain and cry and bitch about how your life's going, that's your fucking problem. Nobody else's. Oh, well, so-and-so did this to me. That's your fucking fault. You put yourself in that position by trusting that other person. Oh, well, it was a family member. I'm not saying you got to get rid of your family members, but there's some things that you just don't talk about with your family members. There's some times that you just shut the fuck up, and if they ask about it, you change the subject so that way you don't have to deal with that kind of shit. If you don't like the job you're in or the money you're getting paid, you have to take a step back and have that self-awareness to look yourself in the eyes in the mirror and go, am I actually worth this $3 raise? Am I putting in the effort day in and day out to get exactly what I want? Because the universe has a weird way of working out. If you have the mindset that you think that you deserve, that $3 raise, the $27 an hour, but you've got a fucking minimum wage work ethic, it'll fucking show. And a lot of people will fucking know it. Including your boss, who you say is probably a fucking dickhead. Including your parents, who just want the best for you 9 times out of 10. And if they don't, well, you're grown up. Get the fuck on with it. Anybody who says that they don't get what they deserve is lying to themselves. Quit fucking lying to yourselves. I just talked about self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability for you to sit down, have a conversation with yourself to where you can go through every up and down in your life and you being able to figure out exactly where shit went wrong. What went wrong, what went right, and instead of fucking crying about all the shit that went wrong, fucking learn from it, move the fuck on. It's pretty simple, but it's something that a lot of people just have not gotten they haven't gotten the courage to do that yet. And I've been hearing it more and more recently as the days have gone on about, oh, well, my boss is a dickhead and he doesn't think that I deserve a $3 an hour raise. Well, do you? Most of you don't. Because all you guys do is fucking post your little Instagram selfies and play on Facebook while you're at work. Instead of showing up 15 minutes early, doing what it takes to get the day started, staying that extra 15 minutes late just to make sure that the next shift or when you come back in the morning is ready to go. Those are the things that will get you that $3 an hour raise. Like, there's a reason why I know where I'm at and why I've progressed the way that I have. And the same thing with everybody around me. We kind of dipped into the whole, if you're unhappy with where you're at in your life, you also need to take a look around. I can't remember who said the quote, or how long the quote's been around, but a wise person once said, "Show me your friends and I'll show you your future." Whoever you base yourself around, no matter what decisions they make, that's basically what you're going to turn into. Everyone who I base myself around, they're determined, they're motivated, they are extremely confident in their ways. Having an ego is not a bad thing. Having an overinflated ego is a bad thing, but having an ego is not a bad thing. It just shows a lot of self-respect and a lot of confidence. That's why everybody that I hang around with, they're not exactly extroverts, but they sure as hell ain't introverts. Everybody who I hang out with also make sure that they do everything on a day in and day out schedule to make sure that their family's taken care of, that they're taken care of, that their responsibilities are taken care of, that everything is set up for winning. Because I don't give a fuck who says what, but the only thing in life that counts is winning. And I guess not even winning, but fucking dominating. And it doesn't go against anybody's bad feelings to dominate the day, to dominate your life. To know that if you do put in that extra 2 steps, that it'll just push your life that much farther. So I want every single one of you listening to this podcast to sit down, take off the headphones after this podcast is over, look yourself in the eye. If you're unhappy with your life, I want you to have the conversation with yourself that you need to have. Because there is a reason why you are where you are. And it's exactly your fault. Whether you're doing good, it's your fault. Whether you're doing bad, it's your fault. There's only one person in this world that can change that for you, and that's you. If you sit there and wait for the time to be right, the time will never be right. You will constantly lose in life. So, do yourself a favor. Put your head down. Shut the fuck up and do the work. Because the only one that can pull yourself out of whatever hole you're in is you. It's not your parents. It's not your girlfriend. It's not the rest of your family. It's not your friends. It's, not the bar that you guys go to on a nightly basis. It's not the drugs, the alcohol, the gambling. It's none of that. None of that is going to pull you out. If anything, it's just going to push you further in. You got to make sure that you do whatever it takes to win and dominate your life. Because that's it. That's the only thing that can happen is you doing it. So everybody, I wanted to just kind of wrap this up by saying I'm very happy with all of you guys. We've been getting nothing but really good feedback from this podcast. And from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate everything that you guys have said and everything that you guys have done. I mean, this whole podcast is based around building a community of like-minded, strong-willed, strong-minded motherfuckers. People who are undefeatable, untouchable, and go that extra step to get that extra mile just to dominate their day. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, just do yourself a favor and quit fucking complaining. Man or woman, the fuck up and dominate your day. I hope everybody has a good Wednesday. You're halfway through the week. You got the rest of the week to kick ass, and then you get another week to kick ass. Cheers, everybody. We'll talk to y'all later.